Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class, we do some practice programs in Python. In our previous classes, we have done so many programs. All these programs will help you in having a deeper understanding of the concepts of Python. This deeper understanding will help you a lot in cracking the placement exams, not only for placement exams. If you want to write the programs on your own, this deeper understanding will help you a lot. So our suggestion is take the questions, try to solve it on your own, then check for the solutions. You can visit our website learningmonkey.in for taking the placement practice tests. learningmonkey.in. Coming to today's class, take the questions. This is our first question. Try to solve it on your own, then check for the solutions. What's this question is, they have given two statements, class A, class B, two statements. Which of the following are correct? They are asking for whether how many of these statements are correct, which of the following are correct. That is what you have to identify. So take the question. This is our first question. Okay. So coming to the second question, you have to identify what is the output that is going to display with this function. So take the question. What's the output that it is going to display? Coming to the solution part, let's understand the first question. They have given that class A, which had an instance variable that should be accessible outside the class A. There is a class A which had an instance variable. That instance variable should be accessed outside the class A. Means it should be public. If it is private, we cannot access that variable. So these basics you have to. If it is private, we can access it using methods. We already discussed in our previous classes. Previous programs, getter method and setter method. We can use these getter methods to access those private variables. So that is the point you have to understand. Class B, which had a class variable, it is having a class variable that should not be accessed outside class B. So it should be a private variable. It should be a private variable. It should not be accessed. This can be accessible. Instance variable can be accessible. Class variable should not be accessed outside the class. That is what they are asking. Let's check the options. Instance variable should be made private. It should be made private. If you made it as private, it is not accessible outside. What's the question is? It should be accessible outside and there should not be any getter method. If there is no getter method, we cannot access this private variable. So it is wrong option. Instance variable should be made private and there should be a getter method. If there is a getter method, we can access that instance variable. So that is what they are asking, accessible outside the class A. So this statement is correct. So coming to the third statement, class variable should be public. What they are saying, class variable should not be accessed outside the class B. So public means it is accessible to all. So next one is class variable should be private and there should not be any getter method. Yeah, this is correct. Correct answer. Class variable should be private and there should not be any getter method. So you should not have any getter method to access the class variable. Okay, that is how these two options are the correct options. Coming to the next one, second question. Modify list of. So let's check the question once and then we'll identify. Okay, we'll go and identify here. So this is the question, modify list of. They are taking an input list, they are creating an out list, temp list. The point you have to understand, temp list is equal to list of in list. Means they are making a copy of the input list to temp list, not assigning the address. That point you have to understand. They are making a copy of new list. Means temp list is and in list. There are two separate lists having the same elements. So coming to that, num is equal to length of in list. So what's the in list is 754612. They are calling this function modify function. What happens here? Let's check that. For I in list, they are taking the num means length of the list. Num is equal to how many elements are there? 6 elements are there. So num is equal to 6, in list is equal to 754612, temp list 754612. So what they are going to do here for I in list, they are taking the elements in the in list one by one. Means 7 will be taken out. If 7 greater than or equal to 6, yes, it is correct. Out list dot append of I means 7 is appended to out list. 7 is appended to out list. Okay, 7 is appended to out list. What happens if it is in the if statement, it will go into the else statement. Again it will take I in list, it is taking number 5. So 5 greater than or equal to 6, no, it will go to else statement, temp list dot remove of 5. It is they are removing this one from the temp list. After that what they are doing, num is equal to num minus 1 means num value will be 5 now. Again it will go into the list, it will take the 4 value. So 4 greater than or equal to num 5, no, it is false, it is going into the else part. It is removing the element from the temp list and they are going to reduce the num value. Again they will take 6 from the list. I greater than or equal to num, 6 greater than or equal to 4, yes, it is correct. They are appending it to the out list 7 6 comma. Next again they are taking 1 from the list. 1 means 1 greater than or equal to 4, no, it is going to the else part. They are going to remove this 1 and they are going to reduce this to 3 value. So again next they are going to take second one, 2 greater than or equal to 3 value, no, it is false. They are going into the temp list and else part and they are removing the temp list, removing the value from the temp list and they are going to reduce it to 2. So what are the values that present in the temp list? 7 and 6. After coming out of the loop, what they are going to do, final list is equal to out list plus temp list. They are concatenating the two lists. So what happens, the out list will be 7 comma 6. So this is the output, 7 6 7 6 is the output of the program. Hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.